Chapter 11. The Man Who Speaks in Symbols. Iris knew something was wrong the moment Donovan stepped into the common chamber. It wasn't his face, it was his presence. The air felt heavy, like the gravity had shifted around him, like the room knew he was no longer just Donovan. He didn't walk, he moved, graceful but unnatural, like a dream pretending to be a man. She stood from her seat slowly. "Where did they take you?" He turned to hear, head tilting just a degree too far. "I saw the root of their language," he said, "and beneath that, the math of God." "What? What does that mean?" He didn't answer. Instead, he raised one hand, and for a moment the air around his fingers shimmered with floating geometric lines, subtle, intricate, then gone. "I didn't mean to come back like this," he said, "but they reached too deep. They unlocked something neither of us understand. You're scaring me." "Good," he replied softly. Later, in a private observation chamber, Ellis reviewed the footage again and again. Donovan's vital signs were stable, but something was amiss. His neural signature no longer matched anything in their database. In fact, it bore a resemblance to ancient waveforms recorded during early contact events. Patterns that resembled a human brain, but mirrored, inverted, multi-dimensional. She opened a secure channel to the inner council. "Phase concordance has failed," she said. He did not merge, he absorbed. A long silence followed. Then a single directive blinked onto her console. "Terminate or contain." She stared at it, then closed the message. "Too late," she whispered. Donovan was building something, in secret. Not a machine, not in the traditional sense, but a pattern. He was collecting actions, words, responses from staff, observations of the overseer's movements, like a codebreaker piercing together fragments of a divine cipher. He etched glyphs into the corners of his bedding. He whispered syllables in his sleep that made the walls pulse. He wasn't just resisting now, he was rewriting. The others felt it too. Marcelo's death had been the first crack, but now, even the most aligned subjects looked nervously over their shoulders. One tried to confront him, subject number 9, a heavy-set man with a soldier's frame. He cornered Donovan near the mess hall entrance. "What did they do to you?" he asked. Donovan looked at him, eyes soft, almost sympathetic. "I was baptized in their code," he said, "but I carry a different name now." Then he leaned in and whispered something no one else heard. Subject number 9 dropped to his knees, began screaming. He had to be sedated and removed. His mind lost, overwritten. They said he repeated one thing over and over. "The name has 4 edges and no escape." Iris watched it all unfold with rising dread. She'd hoped Donovan's resistance would inspire them, lead them. But what had returned from the ritual wasn't a leader. It was something like a prophet, something dangerous, and yet she couldn't stop watching him, couldn't stop listening, because part of her believed him. When he spoke, the world shivered. In a hidden corridor deep in the facility, Donovan stood alone before a black wall embedded with dormant alien glyphs. He pressed his palm against it. The light shimmered. The wall read him like a page, and the door slid open. Inside, a chamber not meant for humans, a cathedral of impossible angles, and in its center, a floating cube that whispered in every known language. "We did not create this." Donovan stepped forward, smiled. "I know."